Okay, I'm on my period, which may be why I'm feeling so emboldened to film this video. And also, I know we're in the day and age where I'm not supposed to have an opinion, but I'm me, so I do have one. Hello, my favorite people. Today I'm going to be talking about everything going on with Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo, and Joshua Bassett. So, as you guys know, a few weeks ago, I reacted to her music video for Driver's License, which I don't even have the words to describe how great that music video was and the song. First of all, in the reaction, I was really shocked by the visuals, the lighting, everything in the scenery with the music video was just beautiful. It made me want to visit Utah. That says something. The cinematography and direction of the music video was everything. And on top of that, we had really good vocals, beautiful vocals from Olivia Rodrigo. The way she had so much control over her voice, and that was the first time I'd ever heard a song by her. I think that was her first song to debut with, and she was that good. That really shocked me, and I'm not surprised why the song is doing so good on the charts. After the reaction, I read more of the comments and saw or understood more about the inspiration behind the lyrics of it. Now, to my understanding, Olivia Rodrigo was in a situation with Joshua Bassett. I'm gonna say it. Okay, the topic of this video is more so about the drama and like hate that's going towards Sabrina Carpenter based off of the situation with Joshua Bassett and Olivia Rodrigo. But I feel like we have to talk about every single build up to this point and the individual relationships between Sabrina and Olivia Rodrigo, between Sabrina and Joshua Bassett and Olivia Rodrigo. Let's start off with that one because that was the inspiration for the song. The song is called Driver's License, and one of the biggest topics in the lyrics, the reoccurring chorus, was about how Joshua Bassett taught her how to drive. That is like the biggest clue, I feel like, to why this relationship or situationship should have never happened. Joshua Bassett is a 20-year-old. Olivia Rodrigo is about to turn 18, I believe. She's 17, 18. My brother and Joshua Bassett are the same age. This is like if he were to date someone from our high school who's just about to graduate. I would be like, Joshua, is there not someone your age, of age, that you can find to canoodle with? It's giving me very much Aria from Pretty Little Liars and her thing with her teacher. I feel like there's responsibilities that need to be held and accountability from both Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett, more so Joshua Bassett, since he was the older one in the situation. I don't want to go as far as to say this was grooming because they are close in age, but still, she's underage, you're overage. And there are some people who are going to be like, Favour, it's legal in this state, it's legal in that state. Whatever. At the end of the day, she was 17 years old. Whether you're 13, 17 and a half, you should not be dating a 20-year-old. Period. One, because of the law, and two, I just feel like there are emotional things, moral things, physical things you can't relate to at that point. You're in two total different stages in your life. Olivia, like the song, was just about to get her driver's license, was like coming of age in a way. And I feel like Joshua Bassett at 20 years old, you're starting to figure out how to be an adult. You're starting to realize what you want for the rest of your life, what direction you want to go. Why are you sitting around teaching someone how to drive? That's creepy to me. Whatever way y'all want to sway it, that relationship should not have been happening. I'm not putting any blame on Olivia Rodrigo actually, because again, she was the underage one. I can't even say that she was taken advantage of because from the song, it sounded like she wanted it. But that brings me to this point. How is the song Olivia Rodrigo made about her emotions and her venting, her just expressing what she hasn't been able to express because she's been in so much pain over this time? How is all that being now thrown onto Sabrina Carpenter? This is my thing. I hate how the fans are now trying to pin two successful, beautiful, talented women, pin them against, what? Joshua Bassett fantasy, oh my. Oh! Put them against each other. Like, so we're blaming Sabrina for the trouble and heartbreak that Joshua Bassett gave Olivia because Joshua Bassett left Olivia Rodrigo for Sabrina Carpenter. Now, I don't know if Sabrina Carpenter knew about their situation, Olivia and Joshua's, but still, I don't think you can blame Sabrina Carpenter for Joshua being an asshole. Like, just because he left Olivia Rodrigo, a girl who was underage, for Sabrina Carpenter is not Sabrina Carpenter's fault.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
And I think it's really unfair that the fans are trying to twist the narrative into hating on her and saying just disgusting things about Sabrina because they're mad about something that Joshua did. And I think because the song is doing so well on the charts right now and blowing up, everyone's automatically ready to side with Olivia Rodrigo. But I think we need to look at the situation from a broader perspective. The only person I can think of who is to blame here is Joshua Bassett. First of all, homie is not even cute enough for all this bamboozlement to be going on. Ooh.
Lord.
But that's beside the point. He is the one who was above legal age. He is the one who was grooming, if you want to put it that way, Olivia Rodrigo. He's the one teaching her how to drive. He's the one who should have knew better. It reminds me also of Leah from The Wilds. If you've seen The Wilds, she was in a situationship with a writer who came to visit her school who was like 25. She lied about her age though. But my point is, this is something that we keep seeing throughout the media and being represented. And my biggest issue here, aside from everyone turning this onto Sabrina Carpenter as if she's the bad guy, I don't want this to be like normalizing this sort of situation. Like, I've named 3 examples, that's 6, 3 examples just in this one video of underage girls with overage guys. The Wilds, Pretty Little Liars, and now Olivia Rodrigo. This is not something that we should be normalizing. And this is not something that you guys can say, well, it's legal in 3 out of 50 states, therefore it's okay. It's not okay. Olivia and Joshua should not have been together, and Sabrina Carpenter should not take the fall for it. If anyone should be taking the fall for this, it's Joshua Bassett, for sure. And going off of the normalization of this underage with overage, all these people jumping to Olivia's defense, I feel like this, again, this is my opinion, they're all going to think, okay, Olivia's doing this, therefore this situation is okay, therefore I can do it. This is just, it's not gonna end well for anyone, especially for the overage person.
Now guess where you going? To jail. You going to jail, bitch. Period.
You're in trouble.
How
You're
so?
going to jail.
Because they should know better, like I've been saying. And I think it's really just gross that we're sitting here hating on Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know much about Sabrina Carpenter. You guys are always asking me to react to some of her music. I haven't yet. I have gotten a taste of Olivia Rodrigo's music, again, because of the driver's license music video and seeing how good that was. So I'm just like, why are we wasting all of our energy pinning these 2 great female artists against each other over a situation that there's one common denominator? If you're the common problem between all these situations, it's most likely your fault. And I'm looking at Joshua Bassett. He was what, 19, 20 whenever he got with Sabrina Carpenter when she was 16, 17? Leave Sabrina Carpenter out of this. It's not her fault. Again, I don't know if she knew what was going on with Joshua and Olivia. Also, why didn't Joshua just be like, hey, Olivia, I think we should end this, blah, blah. Throughout the song, it sounded like she was getting strung along and like he was giving her hope. And then one day he just popped out with Sabrina and was like, hey, we're together, I'm leaving you. That's such a move. Even if like she was of age, that's still not the right way to handle the situation. Respect for her as a human being, you could have handled the situation way better to where she would feel like her feelings and she was being acknowledged, like she was being cared for. Even though you're leaving her for someone else, you still could have handled this situation or talked to her to make her understand like it's what's best for the both of you. Now, whether we still got driver's license out of it or not, I don't know. But I feel like to spare her heartbreak and the pain that she was expressing to her fans through the song, you could have talked to her about it before you just went off with Sabrina. And again, that's no fault of Sabrina. This is like, if a guy cheats on you, you go after the girl he cheated with He cheated on you with. She might not have known you existed. He could have been telling her, filling her head with anything. My point is, she, at the end of the day, in this situation, Sabrina owed no loyalties to Olivia Rodrigo. So how is the blame getting put on Sabrina? I still feel like I need to specify again, Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett should have never been in a situationship. They should have never been canoodling. He should have never been giving her driving lessons. That should have never happened. Whether it's legal in 3 states, 40 states, it doesn't matter. She was 17, he was like 19, 20. And then for him to leave her now for a girl who is of age. Why did you get involved with her in the first place? Freaking Joshua. This all could have been avoided if you just would have kept your little dingling to yourself. Anyways, that's how I feel about it. Y'all let me know your thoughts. This video was not meant to bash anyone except for Joshua. Again, I think Olivia is entitled to her feelings, but at the same time, she does deserve some of the blame for getting involved with someone who she knew was overaged. And Sabrina Carpenter, she should get no hate or blame at all. I hate the hate that she's getting because it's not her fault in any which way or form. The only person, the common denominator, is Joshua Bassett, so all y'all direct your anger at him. But I love the song. Driver's License is a bop, so I guess we have to thank him for giving us that, I guess. Ugh. Bye.